Now for the next part, I want to talk about how this team handles every threat in the OU metagame, starting with the most used Pokemon to the least. So for Ferrothorn, my Politoed, Tentacruel both have Scald, which Ferrothorn come in on, so I have a good chance of inflicting burn on the Ferrothorn. If I do get a burn, I can easily just sub-protect it and Ferrothorn is dead. Or I can just spin away the opposing Ferrothorn's entry hazards with my Tentacruel, which is really defensively oriented. So I can easily take Power Whip or Gyro Ball, which won't do anything. And with Rain Dish and Leftovers and Protect, I can easily gain back HP. I can also set up my entry hazards with Spikes and Stealth Rock and just slowly destroy the opposing Ferrothorn. For the next Pokemon, which is Scizor, SD Sword Stance Scizor gets destroyed by my Tentacruel. I have a great chance of inflicting burn with Scald. And if I do get it burnt, I can just sub-protect with my Gliscor, and Gliscor is dead. For Choice Band Gliscors, both my Tentacruel and Gliscor can handle that. For Scizors, my Bronzong, obviously the best counter to Gliscor with Hidden Power Ice. So Gliscor is not a problem. Next is Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight for Dragon Dance Dragonites. In the rain, Bronzong is the best counter to Dragon Dance Dragon Knight in the rain, as Fire Punch will not do much at all in the rain, and Hidden Power Ice will completely destroy the Dragon Knight. For Choice Band Dragon Knights, my Ferrothorn can easily Leech Protect on them, inflict damage with Iron Barbs, and just destroy them. Next, for Tyranitar and Sandstorm teams, I'm going to go with obviously Politoed, which can easily just come in on any kind of Tyranitars with its defensive EVs. Next, for opposing Politoeds, for opposing Politoeds, I can come in with my own Politoed, Toxic it, and if it tries to Toxic me, I can easily just refresh that Toxic, meaning I can destroy other opposing Politoeds with my own and just protect it out and stall it out, as its opposing Scald or any move will not do anything. If it's a choiced Politoed, then I can go with Tentacruel or Ferrothorn without fearing burn from Scald. Next, for Heatran, Heatran can't do much in the rain, of course, because its fire type of attack is deduced by half. So any Pokemon really can just stop Heatran in my team. Next, Gengar. Gengar stopped my specially defensive Jirachi, which easily takes down any kind of Gengar sets with Wish, Protect, Thunder, and Iron Head. Both Thunder and Iron Head being able to inflict damage on Gengar. So if it tries to disable either one of them, it's still gonna get effed up. Next, for opposing Rotom Ws, I'm gonna use Ferrothorn. Glow-Up is a problem, but Ferrothorn still does nice against them. For opposing Excadrill, the best counter for that is obviously Gliscor. Opposing Jirachi sets, for Jirachi I can use Gliscor, of course, which destroys especially defensive Jirachi sets. For Skarmory's can't do anything when I have a Tentacruel to spin away its hazards. If the opponent has a ghost typing, I can use Toxic Spikes. So let's say Jellicent gets completely obliterated by Toxic Spikes. And next is Latios. Latios is completely walled by specially defensive Jirachi, and in the rain, Hidden Power Fire won't do anything. Espeons are walled by Jirachi as well. Then we have Conkeldurr. Conkeldurr is completely destroyed when it's inflicted with status and when I have sub-protect Gliscor. So if I can get it poisoned or burned, send in my Gliscor, substitute protect, Conkeldurr will die 100% of the time. Next is Reuniclus. Reuniclus is destroyed by my specially defensive Jirachi. Go with a Thunder, 60% chance of paralysis, and then Iron Head flinch it to death. Next is Haxorus. Haxorus is completely walled by Ferrothorn. Go with Leech Seed and protect it, and it will self-inflict damage from Iron Barb. Then we have Vaporeon. Hydration Vaporeon is a pain in the ass for this team, as you can easily just rest through it and just heal from any status ailment. So just make sure to have spikes up, thunder with Jirachi, weaken it somehow and destroy it. Good thing it's not common, so you're not gonna find those much of a problem. Next is Starmie. Starmie is completely walled by Ferrothorn. Any move, Pyro Whip it, it's dead. Ninetales. Politoed can easily come in on any Ninetales, and with this refresh set, Politoed, Will-O-Wisp is not a problem, Toxic is not a problem. Come in, just refresh it, protect on it, do whatever on it. And then we have Blissey. Blissey stall teams, they can't do anything really. Just have Toxic spikes up. Blissey is abolished, can't do anything. Next, Infernape. Tentacruel is one of the best counters to Infernape. It resists almost any move, and with this defensively oriented EVs, no Infernape can stop it. And then we have Gyarados. Use Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn completely walls Gyarados. Next, Jellicent. You have many ways of inflicting Toxics. Toxic with Politoed, Toxic spikes with Tentacruel, Toxic from Bronzong. So once you get the Jellicent Toxic, you can easily just stall it out. Maybe self-protect it out with Gliscor. Now if you're a Pokemon Online server player, you would find typical Swift Swim, Drizzle abusers. So you could just use Ferrothorn against those Kingdras, Leech protect on them. You could even Power Whip and destroy them, not a problem. Next we have opposing Tentacruels. Opposing Tentacruels could be annoying, but I just like to stay in on my Politoed and just Scald for the burn, which disallows them from using Rain Dish, since I don't have to fear from opposing Scald, as I have Refresh from healing. Then next I have next for Volcarona. Volcarona's not a problem, well, not that big of a deal, as in the rain Fury Dance is reduced by half due to the rain, and I have Tentacruel that can take any move from Volcarona and attack with a boosted Scald. I have Stealth Rock, of course. Gliscor also takes any move from Volcarona, as its weakened Fury Dance can't do much, and Bug Buzz is unaffected, not effective. Not very effective, I should say. Next for Cloyster, I have Ferrothorn, which can take a Shell Smash, Icicle Spear, alright. Or I can go with Jirachi and Thunder it, or which KO it. Or even just stay in on with my Tentacruel or Politoed and just Scald it, since Cloyster has shitty special defense. Next for Breloom, I'm gonna use the best counter for that, which is obviously Gliscor with Poison up on your Gliscor. Breloom will not be able to induce sleep on you because you're poisoned. So easily just destroy the Breloom with Ice Fang. Next for Hydreigons. Hydreigons can't do much to Bronzong or Jirachi in the rain, as Fire Blast is reduced by half. Then we have Salamence. Like Dragon Knight, Bronzong is the best counter for any Salamence set. Basically, you can take Draco Meteor, Fire Blast in the rain quite easily. So Salamence can't do anything while being OHK'd by Hidden Pyre Ice with Stealth Rock up. And as you guys know, Thundurus is banned, meaning this team can do wonders on the ladder right now. So I would really suggest abusing this if you want to get to like top 10 on the ladder right now. Because with this set, I used this team while Thunderous was still around, and I've gotten to top 10 many times with this team quite easily. On both, of course, Mogon and Pokemon Online ladders. Next Pokemon is Fortress. Fortress obviously can't do anything. Tentacruel just spin away its hazard. For Scrafties, I have a Tentacruel or Gliscor that can resist any of its moves. For Metagross, I can use Bronzong, which resists everything. Gliscor can take Ice Punch-less ones down. Ferrothorn also stops everything, which Leech Seed protect. Next, Lucario. If it's Ice Punch Lucario, my Tentacruel easily stops it. Tentacruel is the best counter to Lucario here, since you don't want to risk losing to Ice Punch Lucarios. For Chandelures, they can't do much either, like Heatran in the Rain, since Rain deduces fire type attacks by half. Next, Toxicroak. Bulk up Toxicroaks are handled by Gliscor, but the Ice Punch variant Toxicroak is a huge problem to this team. Nothing can stop that, but good thing it's uncommon, so that's another huge problem. Next is Magnezone. For Magnezones with all these typical steel types, I try to predict it quite easily, knowing that my opponent has Magnezone through Team Preview. Just Leech Seed it. If it's Leech Seed, even a Choice Spect Magnezone will not be able to defeat Ferrothorn in the Rain, due to Rain decreasing Hidden Power Fire's power by half. And Ferrothorn has great special defense. So next is Terrakion. Terrakion is defeated by Gliscor. And then we have Landorus. Bronzong is also one of the best counters to Landorus, as Landorus can't do anything to this Bronzong except that move. What's that move called again? Knockdown. Yeah, knockdown. If it gets a knockdown, it can actually inflict damage with the Earthquake, but those aren't very common, and you don't have to really worry about that. Next is Celebi. Celebi is a problem to this team, I would say, but with Rain up, Hidden Power Fire ain't gonna do much, so just Thunder it, Paralyze it, Flinch it, Pair Flinch, dead. Or have make sure to have Toxic Spikes up. Celebi can't set up with Toxic Spikes up, as it easily gets stalled out. And finally, the last Pokemon is Latios. Like Latios, Jirachi completely destroys it, or Bronzong with Toxic. And that's all for the threat list. Hope you guys like this team. Yeah, so be sure to try it out on the ladder. It's gonna easily let you get high ratings. I guarantee it. And make sure to rate, comment, subscribe. The import text for this team will be on the description below. So there you go, free team. Good luck. Peace.